So you're thinking about moving right here to Maryland and you have yet to decide whether you want to move into a new construction or a resale? Well, that is a fantastic question and it's something that needs to be answered throughout the home buying process. And in this video, I'm going to help you with all the different pros of each different one, as well as some of the cons. So stick around and let's get after it. My name's Sean McGrady, and this is the premier channel to learn all about Maryland living, what it's like to eat, sleep, play, and live here. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and stay up to date with us. Now, we're helping clients every single day, just like you, from here on YouTube, looking to move to this area, thinking about moving, or if they have any questions. So feel free to reach out, give us a phone call, text, email, days, nights, weekends, we got your back when you're thinking about coming here to Maryland. So let's hop into this video about the resale and new construction homes. Now let's first start off with the pros of new construction. One of the first pros of new construction is the ability to customize your own home. Now, when you're building a new construction, you have the opportunity, depending on the builder and how much leeway they give you, if they're a custom builder or not, you have the opportunity to make your own floor plan, pick your own different model from the outside, and really get down and dirty into what you specifically want in that home, whether it be more countertops, bigger island in your kitchen, or the layout being more open concept. I could go on forever for the different items that you check off and go through when you're planning on buying a new construction home, but customization is a big deal, and there's nothing like buying a home that you know everything that you put into it matches your needs, your wants, or your family's needs or wants. Pro number two is that it's new. A new construction, you are the only person that has ever lived there, and so you get the feeling that you're more comfortable in your own home because no one else has lived in that home, as well as everything within the home being brand new. Your appliances are brand new, the systems within the home are brand new and are most likely more efficient, as well as you'll see in newer construction homes nowadays, you're able to get into an open concept home. And otherwise in resales, a lot of people are starting to tear down walls to get that feeling, because early in the 2000s or before then, the homes were very blocked off. The rooms were very small and it did not give you that feeling of being able to watch over your son or daughter or your friends and family while you're making them dinner. So in these newer homes, it's a clean slate, it's brand new, and you're the only people that have lived in that home. Pro number three is the energy efficient systems and the brand new systems you have within a new construction home. Now in these resales, you have big ticket items that you're getting inspected, like your roof, your HVAC, and other different things, water heater, and those are big ticket items. They can cost you a lot of money, thousands of dollars down the line if they break, something happens, or if they're just not running well and costing you a lot of money per month. Now in new construction, it's completely different. Everything is brand new, everything is energy efficient, and a lot of different safety things have been added over the years to these newer homes, as well as your monthly cost could also be driven down by it being so efficient with the newer systems that you have, and you're also not going to be having to worry about replacing a roof the next year or an HVAC system or a water heater. So in terms of big ticket items and monthly expenses, it could save you big time down the road. Pro number four with new construction is the ability for growth, the ability for you to be able to get into a neighborhood or subdivision from rock bottom and grow with it. I'll give you guys an example, and kind of personal to me and where I lived and where I grew up is here in Urbana, Maryland. My parents and I and my family, we moved here in the early 2000s when this area was nothing but cornfields. There was nothing going on. There was no Buffalo Wild Wings. There was no YMCA that was amazing. There was nothing. When I say nothing, nothing. What's so great about that though is 20 some years later, this is now ranked one of the top areas to live here in Maryland in a neighborhood. And what's so great, my parents, number one, they built a ton of equity in their home and they got into this neighborhood when it was a lot cheaper to live. Now, also from a kid's perspective and growing a family, you're able to get into a home and grow with your surrounding neighbors within this neighborhood as it gets bigger, as it gets better, and people flock to it. Now, I can't guarantee your neighborhood is going to be some gold mine 20 years later, but for the most part, there's nothing better than raising a family and all your neighbors come together because they were there from the start just like you, and you can look back, have funny stories about when the neighborhood that you lived in was nothing but dirt, or there's only 6 houses on this one road. There is a lot of pros of moving to a neighborhood at the beginning when it's in new construction phases and growing with it with your family or just yourself. There's nothing better, coming from my personal experience living here in Urbana when it was nothing but dirt, and now it's one of the top neighborhoods to live here in Maryland. Now let me talk about some of the cons that come along with new construction. It's not all pros, everything does have its cons, and here in new construction it is no different. Now the first con is your delayed move-in. You do not just automatically buy a home and move into it when you're building a new construction. You would quite honestly be moving into a piece of dirt. And so when you're moving into a new construction, it takes a while. So from the start of you signing a contract with the builder for you to be able to move in with your bags, furniture, everything, there is quite a bit of steps, and this includes you finding the land, you picking out the lot that you would like, as well as design process, what countertops you want, what floor plan you want. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not like a resale where it takes a few months for you to close on the home and move in. Sometimes it can take upwards of 1.5 years depending on the different builder and the location. Con number 2 is the cost of new construction. It is not cheap to be able to move into one of these homes. There typically is a base price with these builders, and I'd like to say the base price is typically a shell of what you want. It's carpet where carpet needs to be, laminate where laminate needs to be, and everything that you want on top of that, it's gonna be an extra charge. So that base price, think of that and then add some money if you wanna add more things to it, whether it be a chef's kitchen or better granite countertops. There's a lot that goes into it, or a different floor plan. It is not cheap to be able to move into a new construction home or build one. Con number 3 is that there can be problems throughout the new construction process. Not everything's gonna be perfect, so just make sure to be ready for them. It's not like the world is coming down and everything's gonna break, but there's a possibility for some problems to come up during the process of building your home. Now we just went over the pros and the cons of the new construction process and building your own home. Now let's look at the pros and the cons of the resale homes. Pro number 1 is the cost. Now resales can be a lot cheaper than what you see in new construction homes, mainly because they're out of date or people have already lived in them and they're older. When you're looking to buy a new construction, it can be a lot more than what you'll find in a resale. And if you're looking to buy a resale, that is definitely a pro. Pro number 2 is that when you're looking to buy a resale home, most likely it's in a well-established neighborhood. You know exactly what you're getting. You know the neighbors around you have at least lived there for a little while, and you know exactly what school system your son or daughter will be going to. Pro number 3 is the move-in timeline with resales. You can move into a home within a few months or within a few weeks, depending on how long it takes for you to settle on the home. Now, in new construction, that can take upwards of 1.5 years. So moving in a short timeline for resale is definitely a pro. Pro number 4 is that in resale homes, you have a lot more room for negotiation. There is a ton of different ways to structure an offer to get the seller to pay for your closing costs or different maintenance problems that you found throughout your home inspection. Now in new construction, it's gonna be very hard to get that price down from what the builder is asking you to pay. Yes, they can offer you incentives if you go with their preferred lender, but when you're looking to buy resale, there's a ton more ability for you to negotiate and get the best price possible. Now here's a few cons of owning a resale and purchasing a resale, and the first one is maintenance. Now when you're buying a resale, depending on the year the home was built, you're gonna be asking for inspections and different things throughout the offer to be able to purchase the home and see whether it's the right home for you. Now you'll notice that there is going to be inspections for the roof, the HVAC, and different things that can end up costing you a lot of money. Now in resale, there's also gonna be money down the line that could cost you problems because the home is older than a new construction home, that you're gonna have a lot more room before things start going out on you, compared to resale where you could close on the home the next day and everything's perfect, and then a week later, something could blow out. Hopefully that does not happen to you, but it can happen. Resale, older homes have the possibility to cost you a lot more money in maintenance down the line. Number two is kind of what I just touched on. The energy efficiency is not the best. It can sometimes cost you a lot more money per month because the systems aren't running like they used to when they were brand new. Con number three is that you're limited in customization. You can't get everything that you want unless you have money built into your budget to be able to get that home renovated. It's mainly not going to have an open concept area just like you'll see in a new construction. It may be if it's newer, but in these older homes, they don't have that. And you might not have an upgraded kitchen that you're looking for. So in these resale homes, you do not have a lot of area to customize when you get into it unless you're looking to spend a lot more money right off the get-go and renovation costs. So that wraps this up, guys. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you at least took away one little nugget from the pros and the cons I mentioned for new construction and resale homes. Now, I also would like to mention it is extremely important to have a realtor by your side when you're looking to purchase a new construction or a resale. Now, in new construction, these builders, they are writing their own contracts and they have the say-so in what you're doing. As a realtor, I'm here to be able to help you make sure you are getting the best deal possible and not just signing on a dotted line because someone told you so and because it's a good deal. It's nice to have a second opinion from someone that knows what they're doing and does it for a living and can help you through the inspection process to make sure the builder is doing everything they can to make sure your home is perfect for you. Now in resale, there's also 1,000 different ways to structure a offer and to be able to get from offer accepted to closing. It's also free to have a buyer's agent by your side. That leads me to say, if you're coming to Maryland, you're thinking about it, or you're on your way, feel free to reach out. Give me a phone call, text, email, days, nights, weekends. I'd love to help you make a smooth move here to Maryland.